It's not very often I get to do a vlog of my own city, but I'm hosting a couple of friends today who've never been to Nottingham Castle, and it's also Pagan Pride's Pagan Market today, so we're going to go and check that out. And then tonight I have a drag night. Not me personally, I'm not dragging up, but I thought it would be fun. You can't see the tower, the bell tower, but that's Little John, the bell, in reference to Robin Hood and the legend of Robin Hood from Nottingham. The Christmas market is being assembled at the moment, but we're going to check out the castle, the Pagan market, and yeah, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride.
What's next on the list?
Robert Lindsay.
Monster number 2. See what I'm taking now?
And there is home. Oh, the camera defocuses.
I wrote a record of John's life for my children's treasure. It also tells how ordinary people, with God's help, rose up against the kingdom of God. Oh, what's this? Pushing that up and came down. Notice there's a suction machine. Despite the rest, she called back. Look at the children. After the leader, my God. Moving into the law, secret whispers.
I don't get all this.
No, I don't. Is that where boats would pop?
Yes. The train station behind it, look.
Your building's there, and the rubbish goes to there. Wow.
Yeah, it's the new development area.
I've never got out at window by it. Mind you, it's a long way to it down.
A bit ominous. Angie's in the light.
She crossed over. No light isn't coming through here.
Really?
Yeah.
So Nottingham Castle was fun. It's £15 to get in, but that lasts a year if you keep your ticket, and you can come back as many times as you want. You can see as much or as little of it. But yeah, now I'm going to grab some lunch and then go to the Pagan market. So we're going to see if we can get in at the Ned Ludd, named after the Luddites, the founder of the Luddites, and have the Nottingham pie. We're the only ones in at the minute. Famous Nottingham pie. Found another monster.
Thing that like and where the whole us two are more.
A way to get him away from me is to shuffle tarot cards.
They're so good at fidget together. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're the only one who gets that.
Yeah, I'm already done them. That's the most weirdest one.
Usually out in a ward down somewhere on my own.
Oh,
yeah, it could be anywhere. Pretty self-sufficient.
So right now you're approximately 04. But don't worry, it'll go up. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
What a shame.
Don't worry, it uplifts the national event. Yeah.
So, yeah, so we go.
Eat round here somewhere,
Probably
and
down
then
there, I
3
would think.
o'clock we're back. You know what I mean? Like I had a house.
Yeah.
They thought it was
Right, so I'll start having that then.
you know, they're genuinely really nice. I'm quite shocked. Honestly, they're really Moorish.
That's sage. Is that sage?
This market is huge. Hundreds of stalls. The only disappointing thing about the Pagan Pride market is every single tarot deck that I've seen has been a counterfeit. I haven't seen a genuine tarot deck on anybody's stall, which is just awful.
Right, writer.
Very cool.
Yeah, they don't.
Take it back.
I think we're doing our sweet hot Guys, we'll give you 2 seconds if that's alright. Thank you.
It just keeps going on and on and on. trouble is it's hard to get to the actual stands because there's crowds of people around everyone.
It's like the,
It's when you're closer to the dead.
it's the
So
New
yeah.
Year.
So the dead can.
It's a pagan New Year.
So that's like the Halloween time.
Halloween
Yeah.
time.
Which is all it.
Not in my house. Sorry. Calling, calling, calling the birds, hearing the voices alone to be heard. They're calling, calling, calling to me. There's also a massive, really fucking big park.
Smile. So we've just done the ghost spiral on the floor here and left a message for our ancestors which are going to be burned.
Hey!
So I'm just interrupting the vlog because, well, two reasons really. One is I thought you might want to see the things that I picked up on the market before moving on to the little segment about the drag night. The second point is about the drag night because I didn't get a lot of footage, and the footage that I did get, I think there would be copyright issues because there's music playing. Obviously it was an entertainment evening, it was a charitable event to raise money, and yeah, it was fun. It was uncomfortable in some parts, but I thought, well, I'll put a few clips in, but I'll probably mute it and just put some music over it just so you get a visual. I've already just filmed opening up everything that I bought, unwrapping everything, and the camera wasn't rolling. But I've done that, and I've drank half my tea. I've done that so many times. But that means, you know, this video segment will be quicker because I've already unwrapped everything. But I'll show you what I picked up. I didn't buy a lot of things, but it was quite expensive. So the things that I have got was, you know, it cost me quite a bit. But it's not about accumulating. Everything I've got, I thought, well, that would be really cool to have and to use. The first thing, which was very cheap, this is Astral. It was only £5. There's lots of handmade stuff at the Pagan market, which I really loved as well. But I like this little corn doll. I thought she was really cool. I think I can use her at certain parts of the year, at certain Sabbats. But yeah, she's just adorable. I thought, oh, that's quite cool. And for £5, it was nice to support that creator. I also got this, which I really loved. When I picked it up, and there was lots of different ones, different kind of decorations, different colours. I like this. It got an autumnal feel, even though there's green leaves. I just really liked it. And the intention was to put it on the back of my door, but actually, I'm not sure if that will clash too much. I might just hook it up over my sacred space. But it's really cool. So there's lots of things on here. We've got a key. We have a little jar in here, and it's got little crystal chips, and this has got obsidian in it. We've obviously got the bells. We've got a leaf. Again, it gave me those kind of autumnal vibes. And then we've also got a triple moon here with a pentacle in it, which I just thought was really nice. And it's got these leaf vines and things on this string, almost like rope-like string. Really feels very earthy. So I picked that up. That was £15, I think. And it was more than a tenner, no more than 20, so around £15, I think. But that will be cool. And then I picked up this. Now this was quite expensive for what it is, but you may recall when I came back from Lincoln, I bought a little Win Abbott dish, so that it was quite flat, as an incense holder, but the ash just doesn't fall on the dish. It falls off and it goes everywhere, and it was starting to really annoy me because it was dropping in things like my crystal bowl. And so I saw this and I thought, well, actually this is quite nice. I like the feel of it. Again, it's very rustic. It was £25, which I thought was a little bit on the expensive side, but it's handmade. They've got some beautiful stuff. I almost picked up a charcoal burner in the same material really, but I decided not to, because that would have cost me £50 just for those two items. But I really needed something to put my incense into, so I thought that would be pretty cool. The only other couple of bits that I got, these were perhaps the high end part of the purchases, and there's a bit of a story. The first one is I got this goddess. Now these, if you've seen these about, these are handmade in Nottingham, because I bought it, but the original one from Pagan Pride, and then I also saw them in the shop in Sherwood, which is Mystic Moon, and they said that the the sculptor is from Nottingham. And then there was a friend in America who was getting into Gaia spirituality, and I packaged mine up and sent it to them as a gift. And I thought to myself, well, if I ever see them again, because they're in Nottingham, I'll pick one up. And I went to this stand. Now, you probably heard me just moaning, but justifiably so, in the vlog about counterfeit tarot decks. It was rife, which was really disheartening, because this is Pagan Pride, you know, they're independent businesses. But after about the 5th or 6th stand that I got to, where they were selling these cheap counterfeit decks for £5 in these tiny little kind of like playing card boxes, and you could see that it was light seers and, you know, all the others. I was like, oh, this is, you know, and I said I said, these aren't actual decks, you know, these are counterfeits. And they got very, no, they're not, you know. They come in different versions. These are the pocket version. And I thought, you clearly, personally, if it was done in ignorance, and I was a stall holder, I'd be saying, oh, right, thank you for raising that to my attention, and I'll look into that. But to be very defensive and shut it down kind of led me to believe that they fully know what's what. So I purposely wouldn't purchase anything else that they'd got from them. But when I got to the stand where the lady was selling this, the first time, so you'll see on the vlog, I scan across and say, I take it back, you know, because I said there's no genuine decks here. And I said to her, you're the only stand I've come across so far, and I was a good halfway through the market then, where you're selling proper, the real deal tarot and oracle decks, no counterfeits. So she said, I just won't do that. I know some will, but I won't. So I made purchases. And whilst I was able to replace this and get it, what I've never seen before is the male aspect. So we've got God and Goddess. And I really loved his face with his little horns and stuff. And again, it's by Summer Isle. Summer Isle reminds me of the film The Wicker Man. But what I'm going to be doing today is completely changing my desk, because again, I do this every 6 months or so and it ends up getting quite cluttered. So I'm scaling it back, but what I do want is a God and Goddess here, and I'll probably have a candle in the middle. So that will be on this space. So they were £25 each. That was quite a purchase, really. But I wanted to support her and thank her for not selling rip-off counterfeit decks. The last thing I bought, and I went 2 or 3 times back to this stand, and my friends were saying, well, where would you put it? And I was like, I don't know. But ever since I went to Eam, and there's a vlog on Eam, which is only an hour's drive from here in Derbyshire, which is where the Black Death, the plague, was contained because the villagers isolated themselves so that it didn't spread. They sacrificed themselves, basically. I've been obsessed with the Plague Doctor. So I saw this, it's handmade, and it was quite expensive, and I left it and said, no, I'm not going to get it. I went back, no, I'm not going to get it. And the third time I went back, my friends was like, well, you want to get it. It's made out of leather, even underneath, and then it's got the gown, the cloak, the hat. I love this little staff here as well, and when it stands up you can kind of position it. So it's, I just did this and now it's not going to do it. Yeah, that's it. You can position it so it's at the side. It's got the gloves. I just really loved it, and it's handmade, and this was 45. But she's got some lovely dolls. A friend of mine bought a Lilith doll from her as well, but I decided to get him at the end. Where he's going to go, I'm not quite sure yet, but I knew that if I walked away, I would have been like, oh, I wish I'd got him now. So I did. And that's all I bought. I didn't buy anything else. There was lots of things I could have got, but then I thought, well, I'm going to Glastonbury on Thursday, so I'll see what I can pick up there. Anyway, I'll let the vlog carry on for a few more minutes, but again, it's just a few kind of clips from the Drag Night charity event and some photographs of the day overall. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Willow.